And hello, everyone. It's been 4 months since I did one of these, and yeah, I think it's time to do one of these. But hello, my friends, all about the gyro here, and welcome to vlog 33, which has been a long time since vlog 32 came out. So this is sitting here at my desk, and I thought it was time for me to kind of do a grand update, also discuss the 24 hours of spa. So no coffee, but we do have the unsweetened iced tea. Just had a tasty lunch here at Jim and Nick's here in the borough. So here we go. So first of all, the big thing, how are you doing, Gyro? The answer is I'm doing better. I'm feeling better. I've been losing weight. I'm sleeping better. I'm just doing better. And I'm very thankful for that. And just want to thank everyone for their support, their donations, their thoughts, being able to help the hospital that helped me really hits me in the feels. The only challenge that I have right now is dealing with the insurance. So here in the United States, dealing with insurance is a thing. It's not like universal health care does not exist here in the United States. So I got this very thick piece of paper that I now get to work through and explain to the bureaucrats how someone that had a blood pressure of 240 over 187, why would you ever deny them health care request when that is a hypertensive crisis as defined? And the way that the reason why they denied it, I'll just read it to you. Doctor asks for you to have a 3-day inpatient stay. Your health care follows a set of rules or policy. Notes from your doctor did not say you were confused due to high blood pressure or that you had a bleed on the brain. Your care could have safely been provided at observation level care. This request is denied as not medically necessary. My response to Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois is a very simple one. Go piss off. It's that simple. If I'm in the 220s over 160s here at home, that's a hypertensive crisis. Period in the subject. And I will make sure you get my full wrath when I get done with you. Instead, someone has read the notes and have not read the point, and on July 2nd, for those wondering, my blood pressure got to 240 over 187. That is stroke and heart attack level. Right then and there, it's an emergency. I was on a bed alarm because they were afraid if I fall, because my blood pressure was so high, if one blood vessel breaks, that's the end of me. I bleed out. So, yeah. Go piss off, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Be expecting to hear from my lawyer if this is not corrected. That's all I'm going to say about it. Absolutely ludicrous. But outside of dealing with American health insurance, things are actually pretty good. So let's talk to the main thrust, spa. What do I think about it? A lot of people have asked. Here's my TLDR right here. Pros should have received 6-month bans, should have been demoted to D-license, should take a mandatory ethics course. And in addition, someone at iRacing should be walked out the door. And from the facts that I have gathered, I believe it is more than one person. If iRacing spent some more time and effort and all that fixing all of the physics shortcomings, we would not have such a strong response to this. It's one thing about brake dragging, because to the normal person, brake dragging is something you can't really see. It's not necessarily tangible, and it's only in really qualifying situations, or even on the end lap to start a race. Once the race starts, brake dragging in essence goes away. It's a mitigated risk. However, seeing people down in low splits perform willing lawn maintenance down the Kimmel Straight, that is unacceptable. Yes, you have suspended quite a few people for a week. I'm just going to tell you right now, that's not long enough. There should have been a very clear message sent that yes, in the bottom splits, you would look at a person's iRating, you would look at a time they've been on service, how many races they participated in, but a minimum of 30 days should have been given to this. Once it became known, that's the minimum. For your normal folks that are just doing spa because they want to take their shot at the 24-hour classic. For our pros, like I said, 6 months. And every person you DQ, you demote them back to D-license. That's ubiquitous. It's only the length of ban that I would change depending on circumstances. You have to evaluate certain data points with that. To iRacing's credit, they've attempted to try to make a pleasing statement like, yes, we knew of this, but this statement is a lot of words. What I'm hoping for is now a lot of action. Because if you look at sim racing in general, you had the DDoS attack in ACC during a big event. You now have the blatant cheating, and yes, that's what I want to call it. It's blatant cheating that happened in one of your premier events. And for you to say, you know what, we're just going to suspend for a week, we're not even going to change the results, that's not good enough. And people are going to remember this a lot more than they're going to remember the brake dragging. They're going to even remember this a lot more than when the servers crashed and you had to do things manually for the Daytona 24. They're going to point to this as a reason why, if Rennsport is of the same pedigree, people will have a reason to leave now. And you never want to do that in a niche industry. So I'm going to flat out say it. Someone at iRacing needs to be shown the door. You need to hold someone accountable. And I think it's more than one person. I'll just say that. I think it's more than one person that needs to be held accountable for not remediating the situation when they had every chance to. All that would have had to have happened is for one of the iRacing admins to go on, because they are an admin, simply shoot a message out saying, if you continue to do this, we will disqualify you with immediate effect, and it would have stopped. That's a very low hurdle. Very low hurdle. That didn't happen here. It's not good enough. It's just not good enough. And if you take a step further back, the whole Spa 24 Hours in general it's not a disaster, it's just very messy. The BOP, definitely questionable. The tire dipping terrible looking. I'm happy that the views were way down for that. And I'm happy that people spoke up consistently saying, we are not okay with this. The racing in both of the splits I was in was pretty good. But looking at some of the footage from the highlights, some of you out there need to really rethink how you go about driving in endurance racing. Watch Daniel Morad's video about endurance racing. It will help you. It's a good video. It's iRacing sanctioned. It cannot be that bad. By the way, Daniel, good luck to you in the real life Spa 24. Pulling for you. It's good to see you back in an actual race car as well. So yeah, very simple to the point about Spa. And yes, teams are always going to push the boundaries, but there are technical boundaries to push and then there's ethical boundaries. This is clearly an ethical one. So besides that, I've been very busy with the new team, with Full Tilt Virtual Motorsport, the World GT Championship, the WGTC. That's been going well. Need a little bit of luck, but the car is trying to be competitive. And I myself, you know, I've been driving more, but I need to do more official races. Because what I came to realize from my Spa effort is, if I can keep up with a 2600 IR when I have my act together, then I need to get my act together and do the appropriate work that needs to be done to get that squared away. So I have a bunch of videos that are going to come out on the YouTube. Twitch is going really well. I think I'm going to release the charity video, the 3-hour for MS. That one was wild, driving that in the MX-5. If you don't have time to watch all of it, watch just the last 30 minutes. It's bonkers what ended up happening and working out in my benefit in that race. But yeah, that's about it. So thank you everyone for your support and love. I appreciate you very much. As always, my friends, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless.